To remain ahead of the curve, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Welcome to Grand Prix, your go-to channel for the quickest updates in Formula One. We have 3 exciting stories for you. Let's get started. Before getting into all the specifics, make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so you don't miss any updates. This topic is already creating quite a stir and appears to be far from over. We have major updates on one of the biggest controversies of the season so far, the flexible rear wing or mini Doctors, which was reported by Red Bull during preseason testing. As preseason testing came to an end, we always provide you with the most recent information in an honest and educational manner. If you like this content, please remember to like it to help us continue our work. Pierre Wache, a Red Bull engineer, made the audacious claim that some teams, especially Ferrari and McLaren, were using illegal rear wings. Red Bull claims that these wings are too flexible and can open slightly at high speeds, especially on the straights. This effectively functions as a miniature DRS, creating a tiny opening for air to pass through, lowering aerodynamic drag and raising top speed. According to FIA regulations, flexible wings of this kind are completely forbidden. McLaren received a warning for similar infractions last season, and the FIA made it plain that such designs would not be accepted. However, with fresh accusations surfacing, in response to Red Bull's complaint, the FIA has taken immediate action. The governing body is determined to eliminate any potential advantages gained from flexible aerodynamics, ensuring fair competition in the final season before the new regulations take effect. Additionally, the FIA has confirmed that flexibility tests on rear wings will be significantly stricter in Australia. Teams have already been informed of these new testing procedures, and any excessive movement detected will not be tolerated. The FIA has issued an official statement to all teams announcing new visual monitoring measures for the wings, beginning at the Australian Grand Prix. If any irregularities are discovered, teams will face severe penalties as stipulated in the rulebook. The FIA is also taking tough measures against beam wings, another contentious design element known as bend wings. These parts will now be closely examined to make sure that no portion of the rear wing assembly moves illegally going forward, and any structural or visible flexibility will be punished. The FIA wants to avoid any legal gaps and ensure that no team unfairly benefits from aerodynamic techniques. So it is evident that the body is committed to preventing another significant scandal from overshadowing the season. This sparks an intriguing discussion. What do you think? Do you agree with these regulations, or do you think the FIA is going too far in its attempt to police rear wing designs? Did the FIA make the right decision by responding to Red Bull's concerns with such strict oversight? Are these new measures necessary to maintain fairness, or are they being overly aggressive with their enforcement? Give your opinions. According to all preseason simulations, McLaren is the most formidable team at the beginning of the 2025 Formula One season. The MCL39 will perform well in both race pace and single laps. McLaren's 2025 Challenger easily beat its competitors. Before we get into the specifics, make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so you don't miss any important updates as the season progresses. If you're enjoying this content, don't forget to leave a like because it unquestionably helps support our work. The team's early form has been one of the biggest talking points because its car seems to be well balanced and extremely competitive right from the beginning. The McLaren team of Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri appears to have a formidable tool at their disposal. The vehicle has undergone tremendous development from its 2024 iteration, with observable gains in handling and reliability of performance. One of the MCL39's most remarkable features is its race pace, which was demonstrated in preseason testing simulations. For comparison, on the second day of testing, McLaren and Ferrari both ran complete race simulation programs that covered almost the whole Grand Prix distance in comparable circumstances. Charles Leclerc's Ferrari battled with performance swings, but Norris maintained an exceptionally steady pace throughout every stint. The Scuderia's vehicles still seemed to have irregularities, especially with the front and rear wing changes, which made it difficult for it to maintain consistent lap times. Tire management has been one of McLaren's greatest advantages in previous years, and it looks to be a major one again in 2025. Instead of gradually slowing down as most cars do when their tires deteriorate, the MCL39 seems to handle tire degradation unusually well, maintaining consistent lap times even when the tires were down. McLaren's car retained strong performance deep into a stint, sometimes even allowing drivers to push harder toward the end of Iran. This low tire degradation played a crucial role in 2024, enabling Norris to make significant late race gains as rival cars from Red Bull and Ferrari struggled with worn-out tires. This advantage allowed McLaren to stay competitive and gain positions as other teams faded toward the end of races. In preseason testing, this trend reappeared with McLaren's pace holding strong even in the final laps of a stint, showing impressive consistency that could translate into major advantages on race day. Of course, track conditions in Bahrain were cooler than usual, which naturally helped reduce overall tire and engine wear. However, Even under these circumstances, the MCL39's stability and high levels of grip during extended stints stood out as one of its biggest strengths. If McLaren could maintain this advantage throughout the season, it could lead to strong results and potential victories. What do you think? Is McLaren on its way to the 2025 championship? Is it too early to predict whether they will maintain this performance advantage or whether rival teams will close the gap as the season goes on? There are still many unknowns regarding how the pecking order will look once the season begins, but early indications suggest that McLaren is a serious contender. The team has also introduced several intriguing technical changes that could further solidify its competitive position. But that is a topic for another discussion. Tell us what you think. Before delving into the most recent events, we have breaking news about Felipe Massa's legal battle to win the 2008 Formula One World Championship title. For those who haven't been paying close attention to the case, here's a brief summary. Don't forget to subscribe and enable notifications so you don't miss any updates on the world of Formula 1. We provide you with new stuff every day to keep you completely updated. Massa Felipe, the Brazilian driver, has filed a lawsuit to be officially recognized as the 2008 Formula One champion, claiming that his title was wrongfully revoked after a race that was rigged was crucial to the championship's outcome. Lewis Hamilton defeated Massa by a single point, and there has been evidence in recent years that suggests the FIA and Formula One were aware of the situation at the time, but decided to conceal it to prevent a scandal. The topic revolves around the 2008 Singapore Grand Prix, which gained notoriety for the Crashgate scandal. During that race, Renault purposefully told Nelson Piquet Jr. to crash, giving teammate Fernando Alonso a tactical edge while interfering with other competitors' races. According to former Formula One boss Bernie Ecclestone, Massa was one of the biggest victims as he lost a near-certain victory due to a botched pit stop caused by the safety car deployment resulting from the crash. Officials knew about the manipulation during the 2008 season, but they chose to keep the information quiet in order to prevent the championship from being disrupted in light of these revelations. Massa has filed a lawsuit, claiming that if the race had been declared void as it ought to have been, he would have won the World Championship rather than Hamilton. Following months of conjecture, the British courts have set the case's first formal hearing, which will include Felipe Massa and other important players. Representatives of Lewis Hamilton and representatives of the FIA and Formula One will testify and explain the events of 2008, marking a significant milestone in Massa's legal battle. The hearings, which are set for October 28 and October 31, 2025, are anticipated to be the start of what could turn out to be a protracted legal battle. Massa is requesting monetary reparations for the harm caused by the FIA's purported cover-up in addition to official recognition as the 2008 champion, which would deprive Hamilton of his first title. The FIA and Formula One are expected to oppose any changes because changing past championship results could set a dangerous precedent that could lead to future legal challenges from other controversial seasons. Beyond the legal implications, Massa's legal team contends that if he had been officially crowned champion, he would have received millions in bonuses from Ferrari as well as sponsorship deals, commercial opportunities, and a significantly higher salary throughout his career. The total financial impact of this lost title is estimated to exceed €50 million, which Massa is now claiming as part of his lawsuit because it would be an unprecedented move in Formula One if it turns discovered that the 2008 championship result was rigged. It might harm the sport's reputation and make the FIA reevaluate its role in maintaining fair competition. This case presents serious ethical and credibility issues for Formula One. Many fans think Massa has a good case, but it's still unclear if the courts